So I want you to picture a scenario for this video, to start it off at least. Someone comes up to you and they ask you, what do you get when you buy Call of Duty Vanguard? And you say, oh, is this based in a war period? You've got like the STG-44. It's an okay game. Not great, not terrible. Then the same person says, oh, what about that new Halo, Halo Infinite? Oh, there might be some issues with it, but I mean, they're giving away multiplayer completely free. And then you get Battlefield 2042. So, can you explain exactly what you get when you buy Battlefield 2042? So, yeah, I'll give you a little explanation. Bugs, and Attack of the Elves. So then that same person asks you, what the fuck is Attack of the Elves? So you go on to explain, there were leaks of a Santa outfit coming to Battlefield 2042, and as soon as players started kicking off, they decided against it, and they never released that outfit. But what do they release for the festive season, for the holidays? What do they release instead? They release what you are seeing on your screen. The most pathetic mode to ever come into a Battlefield game, known as Attack of the Elves. In this mode, you have two teams. You have a team that are going to be defending, and they have an LMG that you can't even ADS with, you just have to hip fire. And then you have the other team, which is a bunch of elves running around with candy canes that have had the ends of them sharpened, and they're using candy canes to stab players and turn them into angry elves. Battlefield is a war-based game. Your objective in the game is to shoot people's heads off. It's a warfare game. You have to kill other players. And then they bring out Attack of the Elves. It's the most laughable thing they have ever done in this franchise. If you're an elf, you have a grappling gun just to make your traversal a lot easier so you can get to the other players that are defending. And it's just like, what is the point? A lot of people are even saying this mode is broken. A lot of people are saying they're jumping into a game and as soon as the match ends, it just doesn't do anything, it just freezes. So they haven't even implemented this mode properly. I was lucky enough to get into a game that was actually working, but I had like zero fun. You're either an elf running around like a headless chicken trying to find an enemy so you can stab them, and it's not even a one stab kill. You have to stab other players twice. It's either that or you're a defender. I don't even know if it's Santa or whatever they've done. You're a defender that's got an LMG that you have to hip fire with, and that's all you have. So I'd say it plays something similar to Infected, because once someone gets stabbed by an elf, they turn into an elf themselves. But you can't go and find hiding spots and stuff. You can't make your way onto a roof as a defender and be away from the attackers, purely because the elves have grappling guns. So you're sitting on a roof, you're going to have about 8 elves that are all grappling at the same time coming for you. And the game starts with like 10 elves, or it is something stupid like that. With a game mode like Infected, where if you're killed you become the infected, you start off with you have a small amount of players in a lobby, and you start off with one person being infected, so everyone else has a chance to hide. But it's nothing like that. This is the worst implementation of any mode I've ever seen. And yeah, I get it, cater to other people, but I don't get this because Elves, Santa, it doesn't cater too much towards adults. It's more of a kid's fantasy sort of thing. At the oldest you're going to be excited by this mode, you're probably going to be about 14. But putting this into a game where you're supposed to be 18 to play it, and putting it in thinking this is what your community want after everything the game's been through. Do you know what makes this even more laughable? Battlefield 2042 on Steam at least is on sale right now, 34% off. So you can get it for like £33 or something like that instead of 50 quid. But they're having a free weekend on Steam. If you own Steam, you can download and play Battlefield 2042 completely free all weekend long. And what's happened to the player base? Absolutely nothing. Nobody cares. The numbers haven't gone up for concurrent players at all. It's sitting at around 18,000, 20,000, and I think that's like a peak for the last week or something. because this game's just going through even more shit. Oh, but don't forget, when you load the game up, you get this lovely little penguin player card background that you can use. And you also get some like Arctic snowman emblem thing you can put on your player card or some bullshit. It's honestly the most childish thing that a company like this could do when your game isn't like your targeted audience for your product is not children nor teenagers. I know a lot of people, if not most people, don't bother with the like ESRB or PEGI ratings, but their games have a rating for a reason. The developers, the rating companies have decided this is what your game should be rated. When you're walking around with a gun or driving a tank or flying a jet and you're blowing other people up, your game is going to be rated an 18, and then you go and release a mode that's catered towards children and casual players when you can't even appeal to your core audience. DICE are falling apart. EA are not doing anything to help them. It's an absolute fucking shambles. I honestly don't know anyone in this world that's going to be happy playing Elves versus, I don't know, campers, whatever you want to call it. Attack of the Elves. It's such a stupid idea for a mode, honestly. And I think whoever come up with the idea to make this mode and got approval for it, they need to be moved into a different department. Or something like that. Have a month's salary docked. Something like that, because what is this mode? I really do not understand any of it at all. I played a couple of matches and my eyes started bleeding. It's painful to even load it up. It's painful to play. I'm pretty much speechless at this point. I have no words for it. It is so stupid, absolutely pathetic, that DICE would release a mode like this into Portal just because it's festive. What I'm going to do is wrap the video up there. Let me know your thoughts and stuff in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Hopefully the next one's not as bad. I hope you guys enjoyed it.